Mariam, or as we affectionately nicknamed her, Micey, is what we in America call my Irish twin. We are only 16 months apart. We look very similar. In fact, when we were younger, my mom used to dress us all the same. Everyone thought we were twins. We even shared a room, and we were always together playing school with our teddy bears and our dolls. I was always the principal, and she was always the teacher. After a little while, Ahmad was born. Ahmad was and is the quiet and reserved one out of all of us kids. Mariam and I, but mainly Mariam, used to pick on him a lot, taking him out of his playpen to bother him. When quiet little Ahmad was in his high chair, her and I used to come up and poke him and bother him and make him cry. Mariam was always boisterous. When we were kids, there was one time we watched an episode of this cartoon called Rugrats, where the antagonist, Angelica, a 3-year-old girl, packed a bag and ran away from home. Micey decided that she was going to try it. She went and packed her bag with teddy bear and blanket in hand and yelled, "I'm running away." She walked out the back door while it was snowing. My mom said, "Baika, she'll be back," and locked the back door. Micey didn't get too far though. She walked about 10 steps and came back. We saw her outside the door, crying, begging us to let her back in. The face she had a big frown, and she was crying. I'll never forget that. She definitely learned her lesson from that. Years later, we got the addition of Muhammad in our family. I remember playing with Mo as a child, and me and Micey had Adventures of Baby Muhammad as like a show. I was Muhammad's voice, and Micey decided the setting. One time we decided that Muhammad was going to take over the White House. We were screaming, "George Bush! George Bush!" And once Muhammad started to babble, we decided that his baby urges were taking over, and that was the end of the Adventures of Muhammad. Anytime Micey would say anything, she'd end it with, "Right, Titim?" And I'd say, "Right, Micey. This is fun, right, Titim?" That was scary, right, Titim? Right, Micey. Mariam always hated math. In fact, there was a time where she had problems with her multiplication tables, so my parents bought her a tape of the multiplication facts. It was a sing-along tape, and she only remembered the words of the song. She never remembered the multiplication table. When we got older, Micey and I still shared a room. We would struggle in the morning to get to school. I made her late every morning trying to fix my hair. Our school ran on 2 different schedules, an A day or a B day. Every morning, a ride to school, she would ask, "Is today an A day or a B day?" And I'd be like, "Today's an A day, Micey." And then the next day, "Is today an A day or a B day?" "I told you yesterday was an A day, so today is a B day." My mom used to laugh at us so hard for just arguing about that. There was this one time I was cooking eggs in the kitchen, and I decided to use oil for some weird reason. A burst of fire came out, and the first person I screamed for was like, "Micey, Micey, come help me." And she yelled, "Daddy!" And my dad comes racing to the kitchen. There was a fire extinguisher on the top of the refrigerator that I guess we didn't see. He grabbed it. Wow. He grabbed it, kicked his leg out like Superman, put out the fire, and just walked away like nothing happened. And me and Micey were like, whoa.
Fire!
When Micey decided to become a lawyer, I knew that this was the perfect career for her. She likes to argue, and the tone of her voice. She gets so fiery and loud when she believes she is right and wants to prove a point. She honestly used to come up with the most fantastical stories. She's fooled me quite a few times. I'll leave that alone for now. We all know that lawyers don't tell stories, they tell the truth. The union between Mariam and Pafra is like something perfect that was brought down by Allah. Pafra, even though we have a love-hate relationship, I believe that you are the perfect person for my sister. You have a wonderful family, Say, Lai, Cheket, and Aji, and I'm so happy to have them be a part of my big, beautiful family now. Maisie and I share a special bond. Through when we were younger and I used to beat her up. There is nothing like having a sister, and there is nothing like having a sister like Mariam. I'm so proud of my sister, all of her accomplishments and the woman that she has grew up into and has become. I'm so glad I was able to watch her blossom into Mariam ante gay Moj. Pafara, you hit the jackpot. Treat her well or I'll beat you up.